maybe for 10, 15 minutes, I don't know. I've not been on for a wee while, not been well. I had problems with my eye, another infection. The joy of life. Just thought I'd talk about something really quick, guys. Is the UK lost now? Is there any hope left for the UK? I mean, have you seen the videos that's on YouTube about the guy preaching on the street, right? The Christian guy speaking on the street, and the police go up to him, handcuff him, take his Bible from him, and say he's racist. Seriously? I mean, they take the guy standing, speaking the word of God, right? I'm a Christian. I want you all to know that. I'm a Christian, right? I go to church and stuff like that. That's who I am, okay? But this used to be a Christian country. The United Kingdom was a Christian country. But I've noticed, see the church now, that there's no as many young people anymore in the church. What I have noticed. But for the police to walk up to that guy in the street, I think it was in London, and basically take his Bible from him, handcuff him, and he's an old man, handcuff him, hold his hands behind his back and handcuff him, and then say, you're racist. And it was basically because Muslims had complained about him. I found out, I looked it up online, Muslims, people walking past had complained, they said they didn't want to listen to it, so the police arrested him. Now, a couple of weeks before that incident, just down the street for that, there was Muslims, and they were burning the British flag, and they were burning the poppies, and they were saying kill the soldiers and stuff like that, and the police never did one thing. This country's screwed, guys. It's lost. I don't think even if we could get it back, I guarantee you within, say, 10 years, this will be a third world country. We're getting flooded with refugees. And it's coming to the point where people are pissed off and people are going to turn on the system. I mean, look at Tommy Robinson. They banned him off of Twitter. And now they're wanting to ban him off, what do you call it? YouTube. Now, a Labour MP said they want to ban him. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. There's no free speech anymore, guys. There was in Glasgow, there was a Christian preacher standing in the street, blessing the word. And the police walked up to him and did the exact same as they did to that old man. He says, listen, you're offending the local shopkeepers, that's Muslims. They're offended. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to arrest you. Handcuffed him and took his Bible off him and threw the Bible on the ground. I mean, look, I'm a Christian, right, guys, but I don't like go preaching it to people, okay? Right? If you don't want to listen to it, you don't need to listen to it. But this country, you should be allowed to do what you want in the street. I thought this country was free speech. And it's alright for people to march up and down the streets, burning the British flag and burning the poppies for our soldiers that died in the war, and cursing at soldiers walking down the road. They're okay, they don't need to get arrested. We know who they are, and I'm not going to say it again, you know who I'm talking about. A Christian guy to read out the Bible in the street to get arrested and then called racist by the police. God, this country's went to shit. There isn't any free speech anymore. It's all gone. It's lost. And the government we've got, they're just a bunch of morons. I mean, seriously, that Theresa May, she's an idiot. We need a total change. And then there's that Jeremy Corbyn. Oh my God. He wants to bring that stupid ISIS wife back into the UK. I seen that this morning on the TV. Oh, she doesn't mean to be bad. Oh, this or that. That's stupid tat, I'm going to say, Jeremy Corbyn. He'll never be Prime Minister. This country needs a shake-up, guys. And I don't care what folk think when I say this, but we either need a revolution in this country, or we need to remove the government. We need to take this country back. We need to seal that border up before it's too late. People say, oh, I'm racist and all that because I don't... Well, I've got nothing against... Look, I've got nothing against them, right? But see, when they start coming into my country and telling that Christians can't pray in the streets, you can't preach in the streets. But it's all right for them. It's all right for them to burn their flag, and it's all right for them. I mean, it's ridiculous. You're not allowed to say the Lord's Prayer anymore in the schools, right? But Muslims are allowed to do their praying. Why is that? This country is corrupt. We need a better government. And I know yous are going to say, oh, I support this guy, but I like him. I like that Tommy Robinson. I'll tell you something new. I think he could make government. And I think a lot of people will follow him. Because we need to do something, guys. Speech anymore in the UK. You can't do nothing. It's gone. It's alright if you're like for Pakistan or you're for that country. You can do what you basically want. You can burn flags, you can burn poppies, you can preach in the street, giving out your leaflets about jihadis and all that. You're allowed to do that. But if you dare speak the word of God, that's Christ by the way, in the streets of Britain now, it's an arrestable defence. Maybe I didn't pronounce that wrong. It's an arrestable offence. Seriously. God almighty. And all the world now is like, oh, they say free speech this and free speech that. Aye. Nah, aye. The only free speech there is for the upper class that want to destroy this country. Look at Europe. Look at France. France is burning. You'll not see it in the mainstream media. The mainstream media is shit. It's fake news. Look at how Tommy Robinson quoted the panorama. The guy had lied. That guy to interview Tommy Robinson, he actually threatened. And he was calling people for the Amazon. That's shocking. That they're speaking about people like us. The lower class. And we have to pay for a stupid TV licence. We've got to watch all their propaganda shite. It's getting worse, guys. I bet you in about 2 or 3 years' time, you'll not be allowed to do nothing in this country. Nothing. Now, I'm going to try and keep this live stream down to about 10 minutes so it's a watchable video, because if I keep it up longer, it's a wee bit long for you all to watch this video for the start once it's uploaded. The snow in the hills over there, you can't really see it. But guys, honestly, soon, just think of it in this sense, guys. When your kids, if you've got any, go to the school, they're not allowed to pray to God, but they're allowed to pray to Islam. Is there no something funny there in the system? I'm just shocked that an old man standing in the street speaking the Bible, and if the folk didn't want to listen to it, just walk up. But no, they had to get him arrested for breach of the peace. But then, a couple of weeks before that, people can, and you know who I'm talking about, because I better know use the word, because you know what YouTube's like. Well, it's alright for them to burn the flags and burn poppies about our soldiers that died in World War I and World War II in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's alright for that. And there's that bitch, that ISIS bride that wants to come back to this country. If you watch on if you go to YouTube, there's a documentary about her. And the Scottish interviewer says, do you feel any guilt or remorse for what happened in Manchester? And she went, retaliation. They deserved it. Seriously? And she wants to come back here? She wants to come back here for the free NHS and the free benefits. And what they got to let her husband come back after it too? Oh, they might as well just let him in. They've let everybody else in. It's coming a point, guys, where the people of this country can't take it much longer. It can't keep going on. And there has got to be a war in this country. And people are going to start forming militias and stuff like that. And I've heard people talking about this. It's a real thing. They can't take it anymore. It's okay for them to come for their country and treat us like shit. But we can't even believe in our God now. And then what's next? They've got to ban Christmas because it offends them. You got to ban you if you going to a nightclub for a drink because it's against their religion. Look at all the gangs that roam in Manchester and all the London that roam about rounding people up saying you can't drink here, you can't drink there because of this Sharia law, which isn't even in place. And I know Muslims that are good. You know what I'm trying to say? I know a lot of good Muslims, right? And even some of them have told me. They don't stay in my area, there's other friends from round about, but even they have told me things are getting out of hand. I mean, there's a truck coming, so we'll wait till this passes. It's a logging truck. Wait till that passes. They're deforestising the woods behind me. That's where your paper comes for, gentlemen, ladies. Anyway, there's no free speech anymore, guys. And one day, YouTube will be shut down. Oh, YouTube, no, I don't think YouTube will be shut down, but I do know that YouTube one day will just be full of snowflakes complaining about people going to church and people protesting, people about that. I'm telling you, YouTube I'll get shut down one day. I've already had a strike in my channel because I mentioned Tommy Robinson being jailed. That time he was jailed for standing outside the court. Because I said that name, I get one strike. There's no free speech anymore, guys. You can't do nothing. If I was talking about maybe buttercups and computer games and dressed up as a feminist, I'll probably have 10 million subscribers and all that, but I don't want that. I just want to wake you people up before everything goes to shit. Right, listen guys, I'm going to end this. I'm just drinking some water here. Oh, there's the temperature, 5 Celsius. It was snowing just a wee while ago. I'm quite high up there, but maybe that's what it is. Right, listen guys, I might do another live stream tomorrow, but I have to go to the opticians and get new glasses, so either tomorrow or Wednesday I'll do another live stream. So thanks for watching guys, please subscribe if you're new, and honestly, we'll need to do something, because this country's went to shit, and I'm sorry about my swearing, but I'm just fed up about what's happening. Right, catch you all later guys. Thanks for watching, and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Bye.